My name is Maggie Covarrubias, and I am one of the practitioners here at CSL Eugene. And I'm delighted to be here this morning as your practitioner of the day to lead this meditation. So I invite you, whether you're here in the sanctuary, and I see those beautiful faces in the sanctuary, or whether you are joining us online, and I feel your hearts online. I invite you to take this time and settle in to a sacred space. And so I invite you to settle into your chair. Feel yourself supported by that chair. All the busyness, everything that brought you here today, let that go. Let that go. Take a deep breath. Release that breath. Know that you are rooted in the divine, that you are an expression of the divine. And as you settle into that, I am going to read some words during this meditation. Spirit created such beautiful words in so many languages. And as you settle in, get quiet and know that this moment, like every moment, is a new beginning. In out-of-the-way places of the heart, where your thoughts never think to wander, this beginning has been quietly forming, waiting until you were ready to emerge. This new beginning, for a long time, it has watched your desire, feeling the emptiness growing inside you, noticing how you willed yourself on, still unable to leave what you had outgrown. But knowing that all is possible. Then the delight when your courage kindled and out you stepped onto new ground. Your eyes young again with energy and dream, a path of plenitude opening before you. Though your destination is not yet clear, you can trust the promise of this opening. Unfurl yourself into the grace of beginning. A beginning that is at one with your life's desire. Awaken your spirit to adventure, that sweet adventure. Hold nothing back. Learn to find ease in risk. Soon and right now, you are comfortable and at home in a new rhythm. For your soul senses the world that awaits you and blesses you every step of the way. And so it is.
Very good, Maggie. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to Centers for Spiritual Living Eugene. My name is Radiant and this is
Linda, yeah.
I almost forgot. And anyway, if you are willing and able, please rise. We'll sing a couple songs. right, I think we just got all the messages we need. I think we can go home now. If you'll please turn to your neighbor and greet them. And if you're at home, know that I'm saying hi to you now. And happy birthday, Nan and Gary Lynn Floyd. I know you're out there. So happy birthday if you had a birthday this month. And I love you all. And now, if you'll return to your seats, we'll sing our second song. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may you be filled with, sing it to your neighbor. May you be well, may you be peaceful and at ease, and may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. And so it is. So if you'll turn your cell phone off, silence mode. If you're at home, turn the wash cycle off. And thank you for coming to celebrate this beautiful Sunday with us.
Good morning, everybody. Wow, it's great to see everyone. How are you doing? Beautiful day. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm Susan. I'm your presider for the day, and I'm also your office person. I want to encourage, if you ever need anything at all, call me. I will try to help you or hook you up with somebody that can help you with whatever it is. I've had a couple people say to me that they were having a hard time getting online for certain things, like registering and stuff. Just call me. We'll figure it out. So I'm here for you. We got a great day happening. What do I say next is the thing. Declaration of principle. Goodness of God. We believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of life to all. All right, so, and at the center, as you know, we believe that spiritually empowered people live richer, fuller lives. So we use the teaching of science of mind to inspire minds, open hearts, and empower lives. I read something recently that really touched me I'd like to share. During the 40s, during segregation times, we had a Science of Mind congregation in LA that people were complaining because there was white and black people that attended. And Ernest went and made a special appearance there and greeted everybody and welcomed everyone, and I'd like to read what he said. He said, "I have been told that too many non-Caucasians attend these lectures. True, there are Caucasians and non-Caucasians in this congregation, but we must affirm we are all children of one loving God, one life that permeates all without exception, one intelligence that governs all, and most important, every man and woman who abides in the universe is a significant entity in the one universal consciousness. Our doors will forever be open to all." This makes me want to cry. "Whoever you are, be proud. You are a divine idea in the mind of God." So, welcome. This is who we are, and this is why I'm here. So thank you for being here and welcome. Maggie is coming up next after we stand to sing. All right.
We are one, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one. We are one. We are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. And in this unity, we all live in harmony, and peace has come. For we are one.
So I'm going to say an affirmative prayer, which we say as I, because we are indeed all one. Right here, right now, as we gather in this sacred time together, I know that there is a power of love and light and life that surrounds me, that embraces me, that vibrates in every cell of my being. This power, this presence is God. I am one with God. And I know as we move gently into this beautiful season of autumn that I am reminded that I am grounded in that love, in that life, in that light. And in this moment, I allow myself to see myself as God sees me and knows me, perfect, whole, and complete, always beloved, always cherished. And so as I embrace this and know this deeply, I know that the service that we share today reminds me of that. And I know that the beautiful music, the inspiring talk, the loving hands that have put this service together come together to bless me, to bless this congregation. And that love and light spills out and goes into the world to bless others. I'm so grateful for this community, this beloved community. I bless it. I bless this service. And I affirm this prayer by saying, and so it is.
Thank you, Maggie, for being our practitioner of the day. That was beautiful. I would like to read the September affirmation once through, and then we can join together and read it again. September affirmation is, my life is a wonder-filled experience. As an expression of the infinite, the dream of spirit is alive in me. The work of my soul is creating a life that matters. And together? My life is a wonder-filled experience. As an expression of the infinite, the dream of spirit is alive in me. The work of my soul is creating a life that matters. All right. So we have holding high watch today. Thank you, Reverend Trish. Mike and Carlene McCornack are our musicians. Thank you for being here with us. And Reverend Linda's going to be speaking, and the topic is Living Your Dream. Thank you, everybody, again for being here. And all right, the musicians are next. Thank you. Great.
Am I there? Okay, great. Well, as always, it's very special for us to be part of this community. And when we were learning of the theme for today, it caused us to think about our life, our life's work. And we are very fortunate, very blessed to be able to be musicians and singers and songwriters. So that's going to be our theme today. A lot of gratitude for being able to live our own dream the way we love to do it. So this picture up here, you're probably wondering, what is that? Mike and I were invited to be part of a project called Now See Here, which is a project that brings artists together, visual artists, and musicians, and you're given a piece of artwork to write a song about. So kind of commissioned in a way, in a kind of a spiritual way. And then your song, the song that you write, is given to another visual artist. So it's this circular thing that goes on. That work is housed in the Library of Congress. And you can go on to the Now See Here website.
SeeHere.org.
Yeah, that's right. And take a look at all of the wonderful work that has happened around art. So this is a piece of art that was given to me to reflect on and try to build a song around it and the story behind it, that from my view. And this is called House of Their Dreams. They built the house just down the road from here, from plans they made in '53, with a GI Bill and all that they could save for the house of their dreams. They cleared the land and left the maple trees to grow and one day shade the yard. Behind the house where all the children played and the neighbors played their cards. This old house was made by hand, and through the test of time she stands. They built her strong and they built her true, with a door that's always open and love in every room. Their house was always filled with family, and the neighbor kids would stay so long. After school and on through dinner time, when the street lights came on. Their place was safe and light would often shine through the amber window shades. At night you'd see their shadows dance to the music that they played. This old house was made by hand, and through the test of time she stands. They built her strong and they built her true, with a door that's always open and love in every room. Now I see them stand and watch the maple trees and smile and say how much they've grown, and how the house still looks the same, like they planned so long ago. Their kids have grown, it's just the two of them, and 60 years of memories they recall through weathered window panes in the house of their dreams. This old house was made by hand, and through the test of time she stands. They built her strong and they built her true, with a door that's always open and love in every room. Well, thank you.
I found myself meditating to that beautiful picture and hearing the song. So I don't even think we need to meditate, but we're still going to do it. So if you'll sit back in your seat, if you have anything crossed like your legs or hands, just set them out on your lap and just sit back into the chair and let it support you as the God that it is and as the God that you are. And you may close your eyes when you're done singing or whenever you feel comfortable. And that's all. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to
I slip gently into wonder, into openness to what is and what could be. I am part of the infinite loop of creation. I receive and I give, and someone else receives and they give, and on and on. I declare that everyday wonder is the light that guides me. It is the perfect path created by my dream and my presence in the world. This can be the day that changes everything. The catalyst for this change is my recognition that everyday wonder is constantly and consistently available for every one of us. I go into the light that is my life, and I dream the work that is me. Grateful to know that my consciousness creates my world, directs what I see and what I do. I let go. I let God be God in me. I let good be good in me. I let life be lived by me. And I let it be so. And so it is. Thank you, Matt. Thank you for being here with us online and in person, for being who you are and being present. This week, we're continuing with the concept of work, and if this may be one of your first days, but if you've been here for a while, you're getting that when we talk about work, we're not necessarily talking about career and what I'm getting paid for, but that which is my life's work, that which is what I came here to do and to be. And that's where I am opening up with this and looking at the idea that whether I'm a brand new baby or whether I'm an elder, I have work in this world that is mine to do. And therefore I have the opportunity to play with it. And I like the idea. I saw something, the other day that said, may your vocation become a vacation. May what you do be something you love so much you don't need to get away from it. That it is when I am in the midst of doing what is mine to do, I am alive, I'm coming alive, I'm feeling good, I am feeling like something is really working through me. And that's what I want for each of us, is to find that thing, that act, that play, that is our life's work, that wakes us up to what is possible. I saw a thing that said one of the key things to remember in grasping your life's work is first you get your purpose. Why am I here? What am I doing? What's this all about? I get my purpose. What is it that I am working towards, working at? And that may vary over the days on different things with different projects, but underneath everything there is an underlying purpose. Is my purpose to bring more love? Is my purpose to assist other people? Is my purpose to create ways of finding beauty in the world? What is my purpose? And then to integrate that with my passion. To bring what fires me up, what sets me on fire, and to bring that out in such a way that my purpose is ignited, my purpose is moved forward, my purpose is filled with a joy and a movement that makes my heart feel joy. And the final one, which might be the hardest part of all of these three P's that we're working on here, we have purpose, we have our passion, but then it kind of comes to naught if we don't have persistence. If I don't stick with it, if I have a really great day and I do all these things and gosh, it was really wonderful, and then I wander away for 6 months and don't do anything, if I'm not persistent in what I am doing, it was a kind of a one-off thing. And I need to develop what Adam Grant, I think we still have one of his books in the bookstore. It's called Atomic Habits. And people of my age, and Pam's looking at me like atomic, we think of, no, he's talking atom-like, atomic, the teeny tiny habits, teeny tiny shifts in consciousness, teeny tiny steps in the direction of where we're going, incrementally build up. There's an old story about if you take off from the East Coast and you're flying towards Europe, if you're 1 degree off when you take off, you're slowly going to be way off course. If you maintain that 1 degree off, you could wind up in Africa instead of Europe, or at least in the Mediterranean or something. But the thing of it is, we can use that to our advantage by making teeny tiny changes. We think we have to shift everything. We have to quit this job and sell this house and move and get out of here and do something different. No, we just need to do one little thing differently. When we do that thing differently, other things start coming up, and that little thing, and that little thing, and they all pile up together in an exponential way. And that's how we live our dream, by gently moving one tiny baby step at a time in that direction. So one of the questions I would have us ask ourselves, I would ask myself, and this is going to change and it's going to vary from person to person and it's going to vary from day to day in your own life. But what am I good at that helps me help other people? What am I good at that helps me help other people? Maybe I write beautiful songs that make people's hearts crack open. Maybe I create beautiful art that inspires beautiful songs. Maybe I'm just a good listener. I know when to nod and go, wow. Oh my. Oh, mercy. That, people need to feel heard sometimes. And we need to be able to do that, not going, oh, yeah, 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 oh, yeah, yeah. That's not hearing anybody, I used to tell my classes, waiting for your turn to speak is not listening. Yep, I have an amen in the crowd. Hey! Because oftentimes that's what we think. We're listening because we're not saying anything. No, you're just waiting for your turn to say what it is you want to say, and you're not hearing what the other person is saying. What is it that I can do well that helps me help others? Sometimes I can just be patient. The other day I was at Fred Meyer, and they are encouraging, they've expanded the self-checkouts and decreased the number of paid people, and I refuse to. I don't care if I've got one item. I will not do a self-checkout, thank you very much. So I will wait in line. And so what I have found I am good at is finding the good in others and being loving to others. And whenever I finally get up to the cashier, I am so loving to them, and I am so grateful to them, and telling them how I realize what a hard time this has been for people, that you've got people who are cranky and angry and they can't find things. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here. And by the time I leave, they're happy. I don't know what they're going to be like down the road, but I can help them make their day a little bright spot. It doesn't have to be a big thing you do to help someone. Victor Shamus, who wrote this exquisite book, which I love, Deep Creativity, which we have several copies of still in the bookstore, and he's going to be doing, once a few of you get the book bought, he's going to do a group Zoom meeting with you and kind of go over the stuff he wished he'd written in the book. Now that it's written, they say there's the talk you want to give, the talk you write, the talk you actually give, and the talk on the way home you realize you should have given. I believe this is the same process with books. You write the book, you edit the book, you have the plan for the book, you get it then, you get it published, and then it's like, oh my God, I left out this and that. So that's what he wants, is an hour with you to kind of play with that. But I love what he says. Each of us has equal access to the universal mind, which encompasses all thoughts and all things. Our ability to tap into it has more to do with passion and determination than with innate ability. It's not your IQ, it's your EQ, it's your emotional quotient. It is how passionate, how much do you care about this? That's how much you can tap into what Spirit is offering. Spirit is, I love, he is not a religious scientist, and yet to me this is the new Science of Mind textbook, because in it he completely always talks about the one individual consciousness, universal consciousness, which is operating through us, and that's how we tap into our creative nature. They're talking right now, and Victor talks in this about the two keys to really developing creativity. One is freshness. By freshness, he means beginner's mind. By freshness, he means seeing things as though we're seeing them for the first time. By freshness, he means to open up to the face across the table, the face in the mirror, the flowers on the table, the grass in the yard, all of it, the stop sign at the corner, as though you'd never seen it before. What does it bring up for you? To be in the present moment, to see with fresh eyes. When I just, oh yeah, that's blah, 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 and I can ignore it, I completely shut out any opportunity for that thing to be slightly different, to have changed, to look at something more than what I'm just seeing on the surface. The other quality that we want to have with creating and being, living our dream is transcendence. To go beyond what is. Yeah, this is here now, this is what is here, but this isn't the ceiling. This is the floor. And that was the hardest thing for me to see. I always wanted to live by the rules, and I always got angry at people who didn't live by the rules. You know, I was a little rigid kind of left-brained, linear person, and the most left-brained, left-handed person I have ever met. But I wanted to play by the rules, and it didn't feel fair when people who didn't play by the rules won. And it's like, what's going on here? And then I started studying Joseph Campbell and studying this teaching. The rules were never meant to be the ceiling. They were meant to be the platform from which you operate. Dr. Holmes said, open at the top. Yeah, here's the basic construct. Now run with it, people. Don't put it as the limit to what can happen, but as the launching pad for what can happen. And so transcendence is being in the present moment and realizing the present moment is beneath you, not above you. It's a place that you can come from. And the other part of transcendence is to question every fundamental thing I think I believe. I don't care how long I've believed it. I don't care how true it has been for me. I need to look at the fact that maybe, just maybe, the world has shifted in such a manner that I need to look at this differently now. That I need to see things with new glasses. I have several friends right now who are having surgery to get eyes adjusted so they can see better. That's a beautiful metaphor for all of life. What am I seeing with? Because it isn't what I'm seeing, it's what I'm seeing with. How am I looking at what is in front of me? And am I labeling it and judging it with a standard that died 50 years ago, but I've just been schlepping along with me? So, freshness, transcendence, sounds a little risky. Choosing to live a full life, to live the life of your dreams, is a risky proposition. It is a great risk, but you know what an even greater risk is? To die without having lived. I read something some years ago, and it, like Susan, I'm going to weep a little bit. It hit me so deeply. It touched a space in me. I do not want to come to the end of my days and discover I was only a tourist in this life. And that means I need to take risks. That means I need to step out on the skinny branches that Radiant's always talking about. I need to be able to know that the greatest risk of all is to die without living. And so no matter how old I am, there's still an opportunity for me to take a risk. There's still an opportunity for me to grow. There's still an opportunity for me to learn something new. And the other key point, I've got so many of them, and it's time. You know what it means when a minister looks at their watch? Absolutely nothing. But anyway, the other thing, I just took this art class. I was waxing eloquent with Carlene and Mike before the thing, I took this 5-day art class online this week because I discovered that buying art supplies and actually using them are two different hobbies. And I've got drawers full of amazing art supplies that I haven't been using. You know, I bring home, I do one little thing with them, and then I don't have the persistence. I put them in the drawer, and I'll get back to them, and no, I don't. But what Nick, the teacher, talked about was the whole idea that we become so fixated on the outcome, on the product, that we miss the process. And so this was a week of just being in the process. This was a week of just playing with the media. This was a week of just drawing squiggles and filling them in. It was a week of discovering, oh, if I do this, and then I do the same thing with another color, if I start layering, if whatever it is I was learning and playing, it was a way of doing that had nothing to do with what it was going to look like at the end. It was just practicing a process. And that's, I think, what it's true for all of life, because all of our life is creativity and all of life is art. Everything we are creating constantly with our mind, with our thoughts, with our words, with our actions. Everything that we do is a link in the creative process. And if I don't like the way my outcome looks, I need to look at my process. I don't need to yell at my conditions, and I don't need to yell at me. I just need to look at where do I make atomic shifts in my process that create new and better ways of being in my world. Oh, I missed a quote of Ernest I wanted to share here. Seek to make your work a prayer, your believing an act, your living an art. Seek to make your work a prayer, your believing an act, your living an art. It is then the object of your faith will be made visible to you. What's your dream? What tiny step could you take this week to move toward your dream? Could you just Google one thing? Could you start a practice of writing one sentence a day? Just one sentence about anything, with no thought of what it was about, just that I wrote a sentence that might be see Jane run. You know, you have to be old enough to. That's for those of us 65 and over. Dick and Jane were the readers that we had when we were little kids, and it was, oh, look, see Dick run, see Jane run. See Spot run, yeah. So what is that dream? What is that dream? What just infinitesimal movement could I make in the direction of it? Just ever so slightly moving in the direction of my dream. Not big, bold steps. But just if you're ready to take a big, bold step, but sometimes a big, bold step is so terrifying that even a tiny is scary. And just do what you can with what scares you. Because we have to think bigger about God and about ourselves. Dr. Holmes says, all our beautiful dreams, all our wishing and praying for material good will reach no higher level in our experience than our belief in the power of God. I can only go as far as I think is possible. Not one widget worth, more. So if all I can take is a tiny step, taking that tiny step enables me to take the big leap down the road. suddenly I'll realize I'm taking big leaps and wonder how I got there, because the last thing I remembered, I was just taking a tiny step. So I will close with Rumi, who's always, there's so many great wisdom masters in the world. We are just, I love what Dr. Holmes said. You can't go, no one religion has it all. They all have a piece of the whole thing, and they're all basically saying the whole thing, that there's one life and we're living it. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you love. It will not lead you astray. Let yourself be silently drawn by the strange pull of what you really love. It will not lead you astray. Namaste. And let's see, I believe it's time for Maggie to come up and do a blessing of the offering. And then we'll do the offering song, and then we'll have another song by Mike and Carlene.
I feel so blessed by this talk in this community, so many blessings. And I know as we hold our gifts in our hands and prepare to share the bounty that we've received, that bounty blesses this community, blesses the world around us, and comes back abundantly to us. I know that this is an abundant, rich, loving community with doors open and lots of love to share. And I bless this offering by saying, and so it is.
Everything in this world goes around, flowing with abundance, it knows no bounds. Giving and receiving, we circulate the love with gratitude and knowing there's always enough. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks with this offering. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks for everything. Do you remember the day you prayed for what you have now? And we are so blessed because we have another song by Mike and Carlene McCornack.
So Linda, as you were talking about persistence, all the bells went off in my head. My day job for 29 years was teaching music to students part of the time. And of course, that is the dream of many young people, is they want to be able to do music. And we always would hit that point in a concept or in a particular piece or trying to learn a line or whatever, where somebody would turn to me and say, "But it's so hard." And early on in my career, I wanted to fix it. And then it occurred to me I needed to be honest. And my response became, yes, it is, but it's worth it. Anyway, this next song is kind of a wrap-up that Carlene and I did at one bookmark in our playing music together for many years, where we had a chance to sit back and look at what we'd been doing. And this is called A Road to Call Your Own. When you've walked this far, you have left 1,000 footprints marked on every path you've taken, and at each turn in the road, when your steps are traced, every road is a unique one. Though you set not out to seek one, you have made this road your own. When you've come this far, with so many years behind you, and the aches and gray remind you that you traveled far from home. But from where you stand, just a footstep will begin it. There's a life ahead within it, and a road to call your own. There are moments when it seems the journey has been all for naught, when it seems that every decent thing you've done has been forgot. Turn around and look behind you down that road. As you sing your songs, and each melody's beginning, as each phrase is set a-spinning, you will never be alone. If the song is true to the music of the spirit, there's a heart that's sure to hear it. You can make that heart your own. There are moments when it seems the journey has been all for naught, when it seems that every decent thing you've done has been forgot. Turn around and look behind you down that road. When you've walked this far, you have left 1,000 footprints marked on every path you've taken, and at each turn in the road, when your steps are traced, every road is a unique one. Though you set not out to seek one, you have made this road your own. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Center. What's going on here? What are we coming up to do here? I want to thank Kathy Day for overtime on Doin's. She did a game night last Friday night. She did this prior Friday, right here Friday night. She did movie night. And then this coming Wednesday night, she's doing Taizé service. So beyond that, she's just kind of sitting around not doing a heck of a lot. But anyway, wanted to thank you for that. And for our first, we're going to be doing third Friday of each month through the season. We're going to be doing a movie night. So you can come down to the center, bring a snack, and visit with friends, watch the movie, and then have a little discussion afterwards on what did this thing say. So be watching the newsletter and the website for everything that's going on. I want to thank Donna Starr for over the moon, over the top work to try to get the website caught back up, because there's a whole lot of work to do there, and really appreciate every effort she's making. So thank you very much for that. And Julie and her team, for their Saturday garden cleanups, they did a wowza this week. They were there. So I'm ready whenever you are with the slides. I think the first one will be the men's coffee, which is every Tuesday at 10:30 at the Alon Brothers Coffee Shop in Fifth Street Market. So if you are not working full-time and you'd like to sit down and just kind of chat with some guys at 10:30 Tuesday morning, that's where you need to be. I mentioned today Deep Creativity. We have about 6 or 8 copies left in the bookstore. As I said, when you get your copy, they're $20, and then you may put your email address down, and Victor will get a hold of you to set up a Zoom meeting for the people who are getting ready to read the book. Then the lawn cleanup, as I mentioned, that will be happening again this Saturday. But before this Saturday, this Wednesday, the International Day of Peace Taizé service is happening Wednesday evening at 7 to 8. Kathy and her husband Dwayne are doing the music and the chanting and leading all the meditations for that. It's going to be a beautiful, beautiful celebration of the International Day of Peace. Be sure you come and be part of that. Next Sunday, we're having a bake sale to raise a little money to buy some stuff for the garden. And if you make cookies, if you make cupcakes, if you make cakes, I'm going to make my plum meringue pie. I have fresh plum juice from this year, so I'm expecting high bids on that pie because I'm only making one. They're a little bit work. But we're going to have a bake sale to raise money to help with the gardening. So if you're a baker, bring stuff next week, and if you're a buyer, buy stuff next week. And if you're both, hey, it's heyday for you. So, and registration is open. Oh, do you want to talk about your class? Just give them a couple of words about. Sure, why not? This is Donna Starr, and she's teaching class. Woohoo!
Hi, good morning. I'm Donna Starr. I'm teaching a class. We're teaching both in person and on Zoom, if all goes well, the creative consciousness in the creative process. So what I want to say very, very briefly is that there is a power in the world where you can use and you can create your life the way that you want. You can be a change in the world that moves the world towards being a world that works for everybody. This is the class where we're going to learn how to use it, how to remove the things that might be blocking you from being the creative force in your life that you want to be. We're going to have a whole lot of fun doing it too. So Tuesday nights starting in October. Registration's open.
Yeah, and the registration is online. Check it out on our Facebook page, it's on our Facebook page. It's in our newsletter, and it's on our website. All the ways you can register and be part of this class. And I don't care if you've taken the Troward class on creativity before. This is completely redone. It's a new curriculum. It's 6 weeks instead of 8 weeks. So consider if you've even, I had that class. I don't care if you had that class. You didn't have it from Donna, and you didn't have it with this new curriculum. So there. See with new eyes. And the annual conference, it's a month. About a month from now, it will have been over for 2 days. So if you're thinking, oh yeah, that's down the road, I'm going to register for it soon, I'll take care of that soon, now is the time. I really want to encourage you, because those of you who know you're going to be attending, those of you who know you can attend and will attend, please go ahead and go to the office, see Susan, make your payment if you don't want to do it online. The thing being, we've got to start making payments to people now, and so we need the cash income to take up and cover the costs, because we pay our musicians, we pay for the travel for our speakers, we pay for the sound team. So there's quite a bit of money involved in putting this on for everybody. That's the baby in the back of the room with the hiccups. It's okay. Everybody's going, what is that sound? It's a beautiful sound. Yes, it is. It's new life. So, Alice Reed is going to be here. David Robinson, Michael McMorrow, Gary Lynn Floyd, and Andy Anderson, and Lori Jones, and Kit Holmes. It's just, there's a whole batch of really amazing musicians and speakers.
I have a quick announcement too. I don't know if we have a slide. I don't think so. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Deborah and Jan have got a team started up to do some stuff on the inside to make it pretty for our conference and just for us. So, did we get a slide?
Well, I don't know that we
I
did.
don't think we did, but
So anyway, it's you don't have to come all the days. You can come any one of the days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. What time? Noon. Okay, and then Sandra Chavez's group starting October 4th on Tuesdays, The Mysticism of Global Awareness, which is about eldering and finding books that help us explore the ways that we're learning and growing and continuing to expand. You know, I saw something the other day. So we don't say trees got older, we say they're growing. And I think that's what we ought to start considering for ourselves. I'm a tree, I'm just still growing, okay? Let's see, is there anything else? There are, trust me, there are opportunities. We need greeters. We need people to work in the bookstore. We really need people in the sound room. We really need people to help with the conference. We really need people. If we're going to start, all of you are like so eager to be in the social hall. Well, in order to do that, we need people to make coffee and put snacks out and clean the place up afterwards. The only way we can do things is if we have volunteers. So this right here, that means you. Okay, I love you.
How do we express our interest?
We express our interest by talking to Susan, by talking to me, or by going to csleugene.org for more information. Thank you for your question. Good one. Yeah, I'll pay you later.
Like old growth.
No, you're still new growth. I'm sorry. You haven't hit the magic crossover to become old growth yet. I want to thank our featured artists, Meredith Farrell and Kimmer Morrison, for the beautiful paintings that Ellen Gabehart, they're friends of Ellen, and she arranged for them to be here. And now, practitioner introductions, and then we'll sing our...
So we do have another group of volunteers here, our practitioners who study a number of years, to be able to hold you in prayer, to help you get through difficult moments or celebrate wonderful moments if you want more of that. So we are here after the service for a minute miracle, Minuto de Milagro. For anybody who wants to speak a little Spanish, I can try my rusty Spanish on you if you like. But we will meet with you after the service if you would like, and we will hold you in prayer and know for you the highest and best. So I would like to ask the practitioners if they could stand and introduce themselves.
Rainy Games, Odin Chambers, Reverend Liz, Kathy Day, Reverend Linda, Reverend Trish, Linda Stark, Tom Stark.
So we will be at the windows and up front and everywhere all about. So if you'd like to, we're happy to serve. We are blessed to serve. And so with that, I think we'll sing our closing song.
Oh my God, she did it to me again. Say it's all right. Say it's all right. It's all right. Have a good time, 'cause it's all right. Oh, it's all right. I don't know the words to this song. Please help me out, John. Kinda pat your feet. You've got soul, and everybody knows that it's all right. Whoa, it's all right. When you wake up early in the morning, feeling sad
I choose freshness.
And transcendence. And it's fun.
And it's fun.
And so it is.
So it is.
Hey, sweetie pie. It's so good to see you. Well, thank you, my dear. It's good to see you. How are you doing?
Much better now, you know, that I came back to church, but I didn't know you were open yet.
Yeah. We've been open for a few months now.
Really?
I'm sorry you didn't
I'm
know.
glad I came.
Yes, it's so good. I can't tell you how good it is.
Yeah, I'm going to be joining some classes soon.
Oh, good.
I pay for the books.
Go into the social. Good to see you again. Take care.
I needed that whole thing. It was all about